Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Life of an Amputee. But not only that, there's so many people in the world that are amazing, that are special, and I'm sitting right next to one. Milena, let's go.
Hi guys, my name is Milena Sobi. I go to the University of Arizona and I compete in track, field, and sled hockey as a Paralympic level.
Okay, what made you get into track and field?
I actually wasn't going to do Paralympic sports and parasports because I've always walked my whole life, so I thought I was too disabled for the able, too able for the able body. But my track coach in high school walked up to me and was like, "You kind of walk weird. Like, have you ever thought?" Yeah, he's like, "You kind of walk weird."
Hold on, who you talking to?
I'm like,
who you talking to?
He's like, "You're dragging your leg around." I'm like, "Yeah, I have spina bifida." And he's like, "You should come out and do wheelchair track." I'm like, absolutely not. But then I went out. I had Jenna Fesmeyer, Paralympian, come out, give me a chair, get me gloves, and I started going. And ever since, I just kept going with that. I got recognized by our adaptive sports community, Adaptive Sports Ohio, and they were like, "You should come do wheelchair basketball, wheelchair sled hockey." I'm like, okay. So I tested that out junior year, got really good at sled hockey, and then tried out for Team USA, made it as an alternate last year, and I've just been going since.
Hold on, you tried out for the first time and you made the team?
Yeah, after my second year of playing hockey, I tried out, I made it as an alternate, and I'm hoping to make the team this year.
Okay, we need to backtrack a little bit because I have no idea what
Spina bifida.
Spinal bifida. Can you let us know what that is?
Yeah, it's a spinal defect at birth. So most people have spinal cord injury, but spina bifida is mainly a birth defect.
Okay.
And there's different forms of it. Most people will have no core function or no limb function in their legs. But my version of it, I mean, I could have had no feeling based on that initial surgery at birth, or I could have had full function. I kind of got in between. So I have no feeling or movement in my left leg, and I have good function in my right leg. So It's basically a bubble outside of your spine, or your spine wasn't fully developed at birth.
Wow. Okay, I got a question for you because, when your track coach saw you walking like that, were you playing sports before? Were you playing hockey?
I did cheer. I did stand-up cheer for 8 years. I didn't play any sports, but my parents were like, "You got to do a sport. You got to do something. You can't
stand-up cheer."
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I did
cool.
jumps. I did dances. I did hello cheers. I did sideline cheer.
Wow, to all my cheerleaders out there. Wow, that is amazing. So how long did you do cheer for?
8 years.
8 years. Oh, my God. So after cheer, it was hockey?
I did track.
Track and field.
I did track freshman, sophomore year. Then junior year, someone approached me from Adaptive Sports Ohio, and they're like, "You're doing track by yourself, competing against yourself. Why don't you come play on our team for wheelchair basketball and sled hockey?" So I tried them both at the exact same time. I did basketball for 2 years. That's actually how I came across University of Arizona. I was like, I could play wheelchair basketball at the collegiate level. And I went, and I was like, I don't think basketball's for me, but the track coach wants to talk to me. So I'm like, I'll go talk to the track coach.
I like that. Did you have any idea of what sports you wanted to play when you found out there was other sports out there? Did you look into it? Was it hard to find that information, or what?
I would say it was harder to find just because I wasn't looking for it.
Okay.
Like, when you're not looking for it, you're just not going to get to the sport you want to be at. But it was like people were offering me these sports. So I was like, sled hockey? Okay, sure. So now it's like I know so much. There's para swimming, you got golf, you got tennis, all these other sports that I want to try. I'm out here I'll do lacrosse, okay? But I didn't have any intention of I've always loved the sport. Right. I've really never been into sports until I play it. I'm like, oh, I like this sport now.
How excited was your parents, though, when they found out?
They love it. They were so excited. I guess when I was younger, they tried to get me to play wheelchair sports, but being around other disabled people, I was uncomfortable. I was like, I don't want to see someone missing a leg. That's sad. That's going to make me sad. And so I just stuck to stand-up sports. But then I saw how far these wheelchair athletes were going and how much easier it was. I was like, I'm not in cheer struggling where all these other girls have full function in both their legs. They're jumping higher than me. They're running faster than me. They're sharp motions. They can stunt. They can tumble. And I'm like, why am I struggling when I could be in a sport where I could be 100%? My body could function in this sport.
I love it. So I got a question. What is the hardest things you've had to deal with, wanting to be this athlete in hockey and this transition to a wheelchair? Because you were standing your entire life,
right,
and you went to a wheelchair.
Yeah, it's a big change. I mean, even a lot of my teammates right now, they are full-time day chair users, and I just recently got a day chair, and just the maintenance on it, trying to get insurance to cover that cost, being able to wheelie off a curb, like little things like that is like such a learning curve for me. And I would say the equipment's the biggest piece for me right now. Is my racing chair. As soon as something breaks, I'm like, well, now I can't practice to my full extent because my compensator's not straight, or my tire's flat. I don't know how to change a tire. I don't know how to, like, getting around that first is like such a big difference between parasport and stand-up sports. Like, your equipment is making you, those are my legs. I got to make sure my legs work for the day today.
100%. I think Milena and I were talking earlier at practice and how difficult it is. Like, you can perform, you could be in the best shape of your life, but if your equipment is not at 100%, you're basically messed up. Like, it can mess up the whole race, right?
If someone else's blade is tightened and on and yours is falling off mid-race,
you're done.
That's make or break. Yeah, that is
true.
make or break.
So I got another question for you. So what made you want to just pursue, get into track and field? Like,
I think I like the personal aspect of it because when I was doing basketball, I didn't like that. Okay, they messed up that drill, so now we're down 3 points.
She's not a team player.
I'm like I want to be a team player, but then I was like, I think I'm so good on my own. I'm so strong, and I've been doing it for so long. It's like, why quit now? Versus basketball was so new to me. I'm like, I should just stick to what I know. I should stick to what I'm better at and stick to what I'm confident in, and I was not confident in basketball.
Wow. Everyone out there, this is one question I love to ask because we all lose motivation sometimes, and sometimes I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go to training. What gets you out of bed? What keeps you motivated?
I think my love for the sport. Okay. It's just like engraved in me. And I also think if you're not learning, you're not growing. And I love learning. So just being able to like know that I'm going to go to practice, I'll probably learn something new. I'll get to see everyone else training. I think that too, my teammates seeing how hard they work really pushes me to work just as hard, if not more.
Okay, so you are a team player.
Yeah, I love my team.
You are a team player. Okay, I love that. Where do you see yourself in the future?
I see myself still playing hockey.
Going pro.
Playing hockey, cross training with track. Maybe not competing, but cross training with track. Maybe doing some field. I know field's an older sport. You got that older age power. I hope to have that. Like maybe when I'm like 35, 40, I'll still be throwing some, getting stronger.
Yo, this girl's trash. When I first laid eyes on her, I was like, whoa, she is swole. She's shredded. I mean, look at her traps. Like, come on now. That's amazing. She showed me a video of her pushing the wheelchair. How difficult was that?
The first time I ever tried it, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this sport. I could barely do a lap. But then you got to keep going with it, keep grinding with it. And then your body recognizes it and your body will pick that up. And I think my arms show that. My arms show the movement of the form. It shows the roller workouts that I do in the mirror. It shows every position when you're
She has to send me a picture before she starts rolling into now. I would love to see how big her arms was.
Yes, my freshman year versus now is like not the same person. Like, I'll try to find pictures of me as a kid. I'm like, look, like I was always toned. No.
You told me a story earlier about you going up the hill. It was a green light, but down the hill. Tell that story. Let the people know.
So I was saying how my coach thinks sled hockey's dangerous because, you're bumping into people, you're being flipped around in your sled. And I'm like, track's dangerous. I have no padding. I am out in the wild. There is no, it's not a closed space. We're out in the desert training on hills, and I'm navigation challenged. So they were like, oh, like this is a hilly course. So my teammates went off, and I'm like, do I go right here or do I go straight? And I thought that hill looks really big. They said it was hilly.
You went for the big hill. You went for the big hill.
So I'm making up maybe 3/4 of this hill to the point I'm at 0. Like my speedometer's at 0. I'm not at a pace anymore, and I cannot hold on. And instead of my front tire flipping back, I'm like, I just gotta let go. You see me, I go down this hill into a cactus, into a bush, and I looked at my Garmin and my Strava later to see like how many miles I did, the trail I went. You see my hill, you see me go up all the way. It's bright red because I'm at a dead stop on the top of the hill, and it goes bright green down, and you can see where I got off track. It was so funny. My teammates, I was like, guys, I went the wrong way.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have a GPS, I'm bad with navigation too. I'm not gonna front.
I had no map. I was like, okay, first time on this course, let's go.
That is
headstrong.
What's up, man. So, let the people know, where can they find you? You know, I know you do TikTok.
Yeah.
One of her videos just went viral.
A wheelchair one, actually.
A wheelchair viral.
Yes.
Let the people know, TikTok, your Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah.
What platforms can we find you at?
Okay, I do TikTok and Instagram at Milena_Quinn. My Facebook is just Milena Sobi. I don't really do much of the YouTube, but I also run our AZ Adaptive Track page for our Arizona Adaptive Track. Yeah, I run everything on there, and it's a bunch of my team, what we do for practice, our tournaments, our races, all that.
I got to ask one more question before we head out. This really stood out to me about you. You said you work with kids. What do you do with the kids? Like,
Right now I do a Everyone Plays mentorship program in Ohio. So essentially it's like a big sister, little sister pair together.
Okay.
And they'll find a little girl who has never done wheelchair sports but has a disability. And I'll have a Zoom meeting with her twice a month.
Okay.
And she'll get a kit, a starter kit, and it has every sport. It has a little dog named Stella that's missing a leg. And it gets her to like just see what the sports are about, and then she can ask me whatever she wants. And so let's say she's like, this sport looked cool, basketball, and I saw there was a basketball in the kit. Can I try wheelchair basketball? I'll be like, yeah, I'll see if her school has an interscholastic program, and I'll maybe meet up with her, go play some basketball, and then get her into that like area of Ohio, into her sport. So right now I'm paired with Karina. She's my mentee, and it's been amazing. I've gotten her to try every sport, and she's getting good. She's going to be elite. She's 9. She's 9 now. And I love this program so much to me because it took me 16 years to realize like this is where I should be. And I wish someone had told me sooner, because I just think I could be so much better if I had known the skill, the technique, the people. Like, I found my community late, but I'm glad I found it. So.
I don't think you found it late. I think you found it on time.
Yeah.
You know, we always want things now, but I think God places things in our life when we need them the most, right?
Yeah.
And I think the hardest thing for me was like, and I think for everyone, is to find your purpose.
Right.
But once you find it, it makes you smile, and you giving back to the kids. That's just got to be heartwarming.
It's awesome. It's awesome. We also do a program at Arizona called ACES, Adaptive Sports in Schools. So we bring out 30 like sports chairs to the high school PE class, have these able-bodied kids, and sometimes we find disabled kids. So they've found, I think, 1,300 disabled kids in southern Arizona, and trying to get them into the sport as well. And it's amazing to break that barrier, to be like, yeah, you guys are doing all these stand-up sports in gym, but have you heard of wheelchair basketball? Do you know what blind goal ball is? Like, do you know these disabled sports? And it's insane. They love it. Like, they're like, I wish I was disabled. Like, I wish I was in a wheelchair. And, it's insane. Like, now I meet kids, and they're like, yeah, I know the Paralympics. And it's like, I never heard of it before then, so.
But trust me, I love all that. It makes me smile, but everything's not a glamorous. You know, it's not. There's a lot of hard work that goes in there, a lot of dedication. Like right now, we're out here in Chula Vista at the track and field. We've been out here for about, 4 days now?
4 days,
4 days
yeah.
now. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like she's confirmed a lot of drills that I've learned with my other coaches. I think it's a lot of trial and error, especially in seated throws.
Let them know what you're doing. What are you doing out
so
here?
This week I've mainly been doing shot put and discus in the seated position, and I went to Oregon Nationals with the combined able body and para nationals for the first time this past summer, and I think that's what got me here. I got 3rd place in that, and I'm pretty close to the standards for the emerging standards, and we've been doing drills. We've been testing, should my chair be to the straight, or should it be 90 degrees? Where should I be? Where should my arm be? Where should my core be? And I think just being able to confirm, like, this is where I want to sit. This is how I should throw. This is what I want to take with me back to Arizona to.
I love that. I think this camp has been amazing. We've learned a lot. Not only that, we've been training. We've also did some workshops. Some
those are awesome.
Excuse me. We have also done some athlete workshops, which she said awesome because at the end of the day, this is mental. And you need to know what you're getting yourself into, and if you really want this.
Right.
Do you have the passion? Are you going to sacrifice? Do you have the time? Or do you really want this, or do you just want the accolades that go with it? That's a huge thing. Oh, I'm just a Paralympian, or do you want to be the best of the best? Yep. So it's huge. I think what's one thing you took from that workshop?
Definitely the passion piece. They were like, if you don't have the passion, then you don't want to be here. You're not training. Your head's not in the right mind space. And then also being able to find something outside of your sport to cling to. so that you're not stuck in this like negative mindset that makes you hate your sport. And so when she was like, what are your passions outside of sport? I was like, wow, that really got me thinking. Like, what? I was like, what do I do outside of physical activity? I was like, I swim. Oh, that's physical. Okay.
Physical
I was like,
activity.
okay, I hike. Oh God. Okay.
Physical
Like,
activity.
yeah, I was, that really put me on the spot. And I was like, I mean, I like content creating. I like my running the Instagram, doing the photography, the videography. So finding something outside of your sport that keeps you passionate about your sport. Oh, and a good community. Having friends that support you.
Oh, a tribe, a community, a tribe.
That is a big one.
Huge.
Like, if I'm out here and you're texting me about something stupid, I'm like, I'm out here training. And it's like, you got to support what I do, and it works.
Sacrifice.
Yep. Sacrifice.
You know, we all want to be with our friends. We all want to go out, have fun. You know, we want to eat a fat, juicy burger some days, but we got to realize, is that going to help me get to the next level? Are my friends helping me get to the next level? Sometimes you need to remove some people. You still love them.
Right.
But sometimes you need to remove people from your life in order to move up. And
I almost take it as moderation. I'm like, you're fun. You're a good getaway.
Yeah.
But long term, you don't add to my goals. You don't add to where I want to be.
How do I grow?
Right.
Like, how do I grow? Not that I don't hate you and you're a bad person. We're just in two different lanes.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
We both want different things.
We might lose time. We might lose, memories. But at the end of the day, we want everyone on. We still love you.
I think when you lose friends like that, you gain better ones.
You gain better ones?
Because you know what you're looking for. You know what you want in your next friendship. And that's been a big thing for me.
I love that. So before we head out, I'm going to ask one more question. What is something you want to leave the people with, something that helped you get through those adversities, those hard moments, those days you just wanted to give up and just quit?
Let me think.
Your mom, family, God. Do you do a certain thing, a ritual? Do you pray? Like, what is something that just like, okay, God, I got this?
Yeah. I think definitely my parents. My parents support me, and I think that's all that matters. Like, if they're supporting me, I'm supporting me. I'm going to keep going because they're going to support me in whatever I do. Like, they love my sports. They love that I do track. They know I'm going to go far, and that's enough.
I love that. Hey, shout out to the parents out there. Mom and Dad, you raised a beautiful daughter over here. A queen.
Scott
a queen.
And Jeannie.
A pro. You thought she was just going to be a cheerleader? No, she's a hockey player, basketball player, wheel cheerleader. What else we got going on, baby?
My high school track coach, he would come up to me and be like, remember when you were just a silly cheerleader? No diss to the cheerleaders. Remember when you were a silly cheerleader? I was like, yeah.
Stop. I love that. Well, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Is amazing.
Give me a hug.
Thank you.
Hey, pro right here, gold medalist. You watch out.
We got it.
She's
We're
gonna kill
working. We are working on this
She's
track.
working. I'll be lazy as shit. Let's go.
That was amazing.
Hey, perfect. The energy.